time when God was there, when I really needed Him. It's been interesting through life. For me, it's been a continuum story. I never had one of those moments of immediate awe that they show in the movies or anything like that. And there would be times in life, like specifically when I went off to college, where I felt like He wasn't there. And after I got out of college and moved to Tampa, I found this author that I had known previous to college by the name of C.S. Lewis, and was reading some stuff from him when I came across this passage that I thought was really interesting. One of those kind of continuous life truths that I've always seen, where he says, we don't see trains every day in our life, right? We drive down the road or we go to work or whatever. We don't necessarily see trains. And it's partially because we're not putting ourselves in spaces where there are trains. And I found as soon as I treated God that way and my relationship with Him and my faith, that I started seeing God all over the place. He was there when I would call, the times that you do the little, what do they call them, foxhole prayers. Oh God, help me with this test, or gosh, don't just help me not be late to whatever it is, right? And He doesn't miraculously show up. Those moments, you find that when you're actually in relationship with God, that you're not making those moment manic prayers. That you are just kind of in communion with Him and you're more at peace. And so I like to joke with my wife about it, that church, you're never mad after you go, and it really just it always just kind of helps that relationship that you have with Him. And so for me, when God's been there for me, it's because I've been in devotion with Him and I've been in practice with Him, and I find that He's there just like a long-time friend. Kind of comes along and is just constantly there for you. And I'm not going to suggest that it's always rainbows and unicorns. I think Mark Johnson will get that kind of reference. Sometimes it is rainbows and unicorns, but it's just easier. It's an easier path through life. Having that friend there to help you kind of understand some things, give you that passage in the Bible, maybe in your morning devotion that, just kind of hits you at that special place.